All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm sick as fuck. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video and just try to push something out here. And today's video comes from a question I asked in the community, and it was, what marijuana recovery topics do you want to know more about next? And got a few responses, and one kind of really stood out to me that we're going to talk about today, and that's how to deal with your husband smoking weed habits when one is getting sober. Please. So shout out to Paulina Bernard 21. That's a great question. And I've never had a husband, so I can only give you like my approach with being around people that are using and that I'm in an intimate relationship with, whether it be romantic or even friendships. And hopefully you can take something from this that can help you out because, again, I can't give you the exact answer because I've never had a husband that smokes weed, but I'm going to do my best here. So essentially, the name of the game in this is boundaries and learning how to set strong boundaries. Now, this may be tough because I know when I was smoking weed, I didn't have great boundaries with myself, with other people, with the universe and what I was supposed to be doing on this world. I was kind of just doing whatever the hell I wanted to. And it was fun at first, but it always had consequences. Because as people, we're supposed to be on a path and have discipline and purpose and stuff to be effective and healthy in this world. So I was not doing that. And I had a lot of friends that would smoke. And when I was trying to quit, I remember they would hit me up, be like, yo, let's blaze. And I had to be like, yo, guys, love you guys, but not doing it anymore. And when I said it just the way I said it with that authority and kind of like, yo, I'm not touching this, they actually respected it. They're good friends. The other friends that just didn't want to smoke and were like my smoking buddies, they dipped off. So for you, this is obviously a different situation. So you are obviously married with someone and you're living with them. And so that would be, I imagine, much more difficult. And I found when I'm dating people that use, and I spend a weekend with them or something, there's a lot of moments of discomfort because I cannot connect with them because I know they're under the influence. And so it's really tough. And I would try to find, if I were you, somebody that knows what you're going through specifically. And to find those people, you can go to recovery support groups, talk a lot about that on the channel, how important they are and how powerful they are. And I got sober with them, and I think you can too. And there's going to be a link down below where you can download a PDF guide that has all the different groups, and you're going to know which one it is. It's marijuana blank. So with that, you can go and find a sponsor. And what a sponsor is, somebody that can guide you and walk you through the program if that's something you choose to do, and kind of relate to what you're going through. Because to be a sponsor, you have to have gone through the program itself and kind of gotten out the other side. So really what I did when I got into recovery groups is, it took me a little bit. I had to find different people and kind of see, I didn't really meet someone that I resonated with right away. And then one meeting, there was this guy talking, and he was talking about how, he turned his life around. He was a total stoner, and now he has a business and he's making money and he drives an Audi. I was like, dude, this guy's like, this is what I want. So I reached out to him and asked him to help me get sober and be my sponsor. And he became a mentor for about 3 years. Now I moved on to him, and I have current mentors right now for other things in my life that I'm working on. And what's great is these mentors are free. They're not going to charge you. You don't have to pay like a coaching fee or anything like that. And you can really find that person that can relate to exactly what you're going through. Again, I don't think I can relate too much because I've never had a long-term romantic relationship when I was quitting weed. So I can say that the opportunity or the acceptance may need to come that I may not be able to be with this person long-term anymore. And that's very intense and very, obviously you got to process that deeper than just hearing it on a video. It's really something to look at and see if, okay, is this person somebody that if I'm on this new path, can I stay off weed? And not only that, can I stay off weed? Can I enjoy this person even if they're smoking? And sometimes, I don't think it's ever right or a good idea to tell people, hey, you should stop smoking weed. That's why on this channel I just talk about my experience. One of the worst things you can do is be like, hey man, you need to quit smoking weed because I'm quitting smoking weed and it's fucking up your life, blah, blah, blah. People hate that. And people don't want to be told what to do. So what you can do, maybe the best option is to learn how to lead by example. So be somebody that gets their life together in, your life context of what you're living right now. And be that person that, maybe they go one day, oh, wow, Paulina is really doing well. She seems happy. She's not smoking weed every day. And that might be enough to encourage them to stop smoking weed. Now, I wouldn't say quit to do that. However, to offer some solace, that is a possibility. And another possibility is that this person is not going to be a long-term compatible fit, and then you got to bounce. So I was dating someone recently, and they drank, and they smoked cigarettes. Yeah, I'm shaking my head because it's like I find it disgusting. Yet I was lost in the lust, you could say. And that's why I've talked about like love addiction and stuff, because that's something that came up for me. So you can check out that video in the description below. Really, really powerful talk with the guys about, love addiction versus love avoidance. And essentially, this person was not good for me. And I ignored all the red flags. My sponsor said, you ignored the red flags by painting them green. So I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I don't drink and I don't like people who drink or smoke, but this person's different, right? They can do it. Like, we're going to make this work. And we just weren't compatible. And so eventually we both kind of started to pull away, and eventually, just kind of it just ended. And I look back now with relief, because as much as I cared for them and liked them and had a good time with them, they weren't a compatible fit for me and my lifestyle. And it's tough because I might have a hard time finding someone that doesn't also use and is sober and is on the path or whatever. Maybe they don't even have to be on the path, but they just cannot be like addicts. And that's kind of the route I signed up for. So it's going to be a very long and probably difficult journey to find somebody that is compatible. But I trust that if I keep doing the work on myself and I let go of the outcome, that the right people will find me. And if not, then they don't. And I died single, whatever. Essentially, it was a big lesson for me that although we had a lot of great things in common, and we had like similar personalities, et cetera, like that, the fact that they were using was a big no for me. And so now if I am dating, I can hang out with people and have fun if they are using, like if they're people that use, but they're not going to be somebody I want to settle down with or have a long-term relationship with. And that's been a huge awakening. So back to your question, Paulina, I would say find that sponsor. I would say find somebody in support groups that can help you and kind of talk you through what you're going through from their own experience. Because I guarantee you there's somebody out there that quit weed. There's a woman out there that has quit weed and had a husband that was smoking still, and they got through it. And they might be able to give you some real insight on how to emotionally navigate it. So that's really about it, guys. If you have any, things you want me to talk about that are really on your mind and pressing, leave it in the comments below or DM me on Instagram. I'm happy to talk about whatever, there's lots to talk about with weed, but sometimes it gets boring. So when new topics come up like this, I really appreciate it. And it makes my job a lot easier. So, and if you do want some help quitting marijuana and support groups aren't for you, then I do recommend and suggest reaching out to me for a private call. You can schedule a call down below, and it's $20. So about the price of Carl's Jr. or whatever. And we will meet and discuss where you are in your journey. I always recommend support groups. So definitely get into those if you haven't already. For some people, though, they don't want to do that. And that's what I'm here for. And I've helped people get sober without support groups. And now they're living their best life. And as always, I will suggest support groups first because it's free. And it's because it's what I did. And I found a lot of freedom and relief from it. And if that's not for you, then hit the link below and we can hop on a call and kind of get down to business on how to quit weed fast, because that's what I'm here for, to help you get in and out as quickly as possible. So with that, guys, have a great one. I'm sick as a dog right now, and this is a really good lesson because, in the past when I would get sick or feel uncomfortable, I want to escape and do stuff, but I really just laid with it today. I just literally laid in my bed all day. I just did nothing, slept a few times, had a talk with my sponsor actually. So again, I'm practicing what I preach here, and hopefully I can feel better tomorrow because being sick sucks ass. So with that, guys, talk to you next one. Peace.